Well, once again, Nota is in the news, ladies and gentlemen, because now apparently he's apologized. And we're going to look at his apology. He posted it up on X and all of his social media, this little clip of him apologizing. And let's see if the apology is really sincere. And let's see if Nota has really learned from his mistakes. Let's get into it.
When people zone
have our smallanyana skeletons.
Did I hear that correctly? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so quickly, before I get into his apology, if you haven't seen anything about Nota, one, I don't know where you've been living, under a rock, perhaps, I don't know. But if you want to get caught up on everything, I have left links to all the videos I've done on Nota in the description below. Okay, so right from the get-go, this was on a podcast, the same podcast that he said all those horrible things. And also, he's just trolling with the hat, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think for 1 second that he means anything by this. He's trolling very hard with this hat. But anyway, let's get into his apology.
I wish to extend my heartfelt apologies to anyone who felt threatened or hurt by my words. I understand the importance of fostering a culture of respect, and I am committed to turning this incident into a learning experience both for myself and the people who follow my content. I believe that through honest dialogue, sincere apologies, we can work towards healing and reconciliation. I am committed to this process and to rebuilding trust.
I just want to pause there for a second. You can tell how he's just reading this, right? He's probably read this a few times to himself just so he doesn't stumble. Or maybe he's very good at reading. I don't know. But what I'm saying is he's just reading through this, right? It's just a statement. Someone's sent him an apology written out for him. Maybe it's ChatGPT. Maybe it's the South African Human Rights Commission who basically said, here, say this on a podcast. And he just whipped out his phone and was like, okay, there's nothing. So far, my point is, it doesn't sound sincere at all. Yet he uses those words like sincere.
I'm also willing to reiterate this apology on the same platform where I made my utterances and take additional steps required to demonstrate my remorse and commitment to fostering a respectful and inclusive environment. My remarks were made as part of a dialogue on South Africa's oppressive past. However, I understand that this context does not excuse my words. I'm committed to addressing the underlying issues and working towards...
Well, I have a problem with that statement. He said it was based in previous on history, but he was calling white South Africans Neanderthals in today's context. He was addressing history and he was using history like, oh, like scientists have proven this and blah, blah, blah. But he was saying that they should be called Neanderthals today. So that's a bit of a weird one.
A more respectful and constructive dialogue in the future. I am dedicated to upholding the principles of human rights. This incident has been a significant learning experience for me, and I am committed.
Remember that he said that. Remember that he said that this was a learning experience. And he's probably going to say this a few more times, maybe not, but just hold that thought.
To ensuring that my actions reflect the values of respect, dignity, and equality. I am committed to doing this through the platforms I have access to. I specifically wish to apologize to the white community for my remarks. My words were hurtful and inappropriate, and I deeply regret the pain they may have caused.
Why does it seem like he struggled to say that? Again, I feel no sense that this guy is being sincere. I mean, it just feels like he was told to do this, otherwise he's going to receive some kind of fine or jail time. Like he's just doing it for the sake of doing it.
I am committed to fostering unity and understanding among all communities, and I will take the steps to ensure that such incidents do not reoccur. This includes seeking guidance and training on respectful communication and conflict resolution. I fully acknowledge the harm that my remarks may have caused, and I undertake to not repeat remarks that are harmful and incite harm. I'm deeply sorry for any distress or division that resulted from my words, and I'm committed to making amends and working towards healing and reconciliation.
Remember, again, hold that thought. Like, just remember that he said that, even though he's reading it.
I'm committed to changing my behavior.
Make a mental note of that.
And ensuring that my actions align with the values of equality, respect, and dignity. I will strive to be a better representative for my community and to promote a culture of human rights and Ubuntu. I added that. I shall participate in sensitivity training and human rights and
It looks like this part for some reason looks like he's reading it for the first time, and he's like, he just read that he's gonna be part of a sensitive training or sensitivity training, and he's like, huh? I didn't know I was gonna do that. Oops. But anyway, let's see what else.
Community service administered by the South African Human Rights Commission.
All right, so that's the end of the clip. That's what he shared on social media. He probably shared it on other platforms as well, but this was on X. Okay, I just want to interrupt for one quick second because I have an important announcement. I've been nominated as a finalist in the Free SA Young Leaders Awards under the media category. If you've been enjoying what I'm doing here on Newsflash, then please do me a solid. Go vote for me. Just click the first link in the description or the pinned comment. Every vote helps. Let's make this happen. And remember, I said during the during his little spiel there that, you know, remember that he said that he wants to learn from this, that he wants to be a better person. I'm paraphrasing. You know, all that stuff and all the buzzwords, which I'm sure the South African Human Rights Commission probably sent him an email and said, make sure you use these words. My point in all this is, not long after that podcast was out, this is what Nota said on X. Here's the kicker. An apology won't absolve you or any Neanderthal of your savagery. Enjoy.
Shocker.
So much for using language or being that guy that's going to support unity and be a good representative of your community and all that stuff. You still want to call white people Neanderthals, and thus making your apology not an apology. No meaning to it whatsoever. You literally were just reading it because you were scared of the South African Human Rights Commission probably giving you an exorbitant fine or something like that. I don't think you were even scared of going to prison. But what's even more concerning, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that with the South African Human Rights Commission, they basically let Nota get off with a slap on the wrist. All he had to do was go on a podcast where he stated those horrible things about white people and say, I'm sorry. He literally could have just been like, white people, I'm sorry. And the South African Human Rights Commission would have accepted it. But when a certain person makes a YouTube video and tries to bring to light how certain politicians in South Africa say really hateful things, and that if the script was flipped, how would people react? When a certain white person makes a video like that, first of all, the mainstream media takes it apart, gives you half the story, not even half the story, like a percentage, 1% of the story. They fabricated a clip, the most shocking part of the clip, and all hell breaks loose. The man loses his job, he's being taken to court, and there's no, oh, but if you say this or do this, we'll let you off the hook, or we'll forgive you if you just give an apology or something like that. No. Straight to court. They want to get him in jail. And they probably won't stop there unless his head is on a spike. Y'all know who I'm talking about, and you know that there is a clear double standard. I'm not really a white guy, but I reject your apology, Nota. I don't accept it. Maybe it's not directed at me, but even I can see that it is just a lot of bullshit. But let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. I'd really like to hear from you guys. And also, don't forget to become a member. It goes a long way to supporting the channel and helping me to produce content for you guys. I really want to take a moment to thank the most recent members that have joined. Thank you guys so much. Our members are increasing, and you really have no idea how much it helps this channel. So if you're interested, please look at that join button at the bottom of this video. You get some exclusive perks if you're a member on this channel. But if you can't become a member, that's okay. Please consider giving a SASA thanks, in other words, a super thanks. It goes a long way to supporting the channel as well. And while you're leaving a comment, don't forget to like this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. With all that being said, thanks for watching. Your Newsflash is in.
Hey babe,
What?
did you know that men are going to arrive in heaven about 30 minutes before women?
Michael, where did you hear that?
It's right here. Revelations chapter 8 verse 1. When he opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour.
No, Michael.
This is the word of God, babe.
No!